Final Fantasy XIV is full of lore, including a variety of small lore tidbits you can find in the encyclopedia, in the sightseeing log, or just random conversations. So here are 10 lore bits you might not know about Limsa Lominsa. If you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe and like the video, that way I know that I should make more of these. But now let's get into the list. Number 1. The Kalitan Accord. Piracy has been outlawed in Limsa Lominsa. The bloody executioners led by Hilfirth first united rebellious pirate crews to overthrow the admiral. But in the wake of the calamity, Hilfirth's bloody executioners, the Kraken's Arm and the Sanguine Sirens signed the Kalitan Accord, uniting the pirate crews under the Crimson Banner as privateers who will protect the city from the Garleans. With this, they were also given permission to pirate any Garlean ship. To this day, the 3 great pirate powers still remain in Limsa Lominsa, and they are mostly not pirating, though, of course, they don't exactly follow the rules fully either. Number 2. Tulsi Swallows All. You have without a doubt heard the phrase Tulsi Swallows All when in Limsa Lominsa. This phrase and the name the Maelstrom of the Grand Company both originate from the same event. During the 6th calamity, which was a calamity of massive flood, the Nim Royal Navy sailed their ship into what we now know as the Galadian Bay. There the Marines used magic to halt the massive wave and even summoned in a great whirlpool to swallow it up. At least for a bit. It didn't end up stopping the wave fully, but it gave the people of the city of Nim time to take refuge up in the mountains. And while the city of Nim is ruined and long gone, the legends of this day is what brought the inspiration for the city motto and the Grand Company name. Number 3. The Octont. Many players tend to spend their time around Limsa's Aetheryte. But did you know this place actually has its own name? This is the Octont, named after the navigation tool used by seafarers. This 8-sided courtyard was actually built as an honor to the inventor of the Octont, Giovanni Cunono. So now you know, you're all being very explicit around some guy's memorial. Do with that information as you wish. Number 4. The Aesir. This is the former ship of no other than One-Eyed Hilfer, former leader of the bloody executioners. And while the ship is not really used today for any sailing or pirating, it still remains an important part of pirate culture in the city. It is the gathering place for brigands, cutthroats, and others interested in, well, any such villainy. And this is actually where the pirate crews tend to go to find new recruits to join their rank. But on any day, you will usually find several pirates and wannabe pirates hanging around on the ship. Number 5. Pharos Polaris. During the night, it is hard to miss the stunning lighthouse just outside the city. This is the Pharos Polaris, a specifically built lighthouse out on a lonely reef meant to guide all those who call the city home back to the shore safely. The design is inspired by the Northern Star, which seafarers have for a long time used to navigate the seas. The lighthouse is maintained by the staff of Naldig and Vimeli, and only their specialized employees are allowed to go in there, leading to some interesting rumors about the lighthouse. Some people believe the lighthouse is actually powered by a void-sent bomb that is held captured within it. Number 6. The Gates. There are 2 gates leading out of the city. The Zephyr Gate on the lower deck and the Tempest Gate on the upper deck. The 2 gates are actually named based on the wind that blows through them. The Zephyr Gate leading to the west is named after the soft breeze that blows pleasantly through it, while the Tempest Gate is named after the cold howling wind that blows around its rather long walkway to get to land. Number 7. The 7th Sage. The 7th Sage is a merchant of spices, herbs, local vegetables, and even some exotic ingredients. But do not be fooled, as this is simply a front for one of the great pirate crews. If you head up the stairs, you will find members of the Kraken Arms hanging out on the balcony, who incidentally plundered some of the goods being sold here. Number 8. The Missing Member. One of the 3 grand pirate crews, the Sanguine Sirens, built this tavern to serve members of their crew. though as the food and drink started to be praised among the people of the city, there are now regular townsfolk and even adventurers that tend to stop by here to have a drink or some food. There is also still an open debate about the name of the tavern. Some believe it's called the Missing Member in memory of those 2 members of the Sanguine Sirens who have been lost through the years. Others believe it harkens to the current leader's violent tendency to, well, remove certain member of her male victims. Which one you want to believe? Well, that's up to you. Number 9. The Triumph. Of the many ships around Limsa Lominsa, the Triumph is not accessible to us. It lies docked at the Barracuda Piers next to his sister ship, where the ship of the Crimson Fleet are docked. The Triumph is the ship of Merlwyb, which he used to sail to the Battle of Cardeneau and woke up on after the battle, making it a notable part of history. And finally, number 10, the Anchor Yard. Once upon a time, this is where the most feared pirate crews would dock their ship. But 200 years ago, there was a large gale that made the area ill-fit for large vessels. So eventually a wide courtyard was built there instead. And now it is a lovely place to go sightseeing if you want to look over some of the ships of the city, and it can give some lovely photo opportunities, as there's usually not a lot of players around this area. And those were 10 lore tidbits about Limsa Lominsa. Did you learn anything new? Tell me about it in the comments. Maybe you have some lore tidbits of your own you would like to share. If you enjoy this, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe if you want more content like this in the future. And share this with all of your Limsa Lominsa bound friends, especially those that like to hang around the Aetheryte Plaza. But whatever you do, I hope you have a lovely day.